The U.S. Federal Reserve is considering making a digital version of the dollar. Some people like the idea, but others say it could be bad for our privacy. A money expert even thinks that if we get rid of paper money, America could become more like a place where the government has lots of control. What does this mean for us? Let's explore it in this video and find out. In today's world, there is a growing concern about the preparation for the arrival of the Antichrist, as foretold in the book of Revelation. This dark prophecy, as found in Revelation 13, speaks of a time when all, both great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, would be compelled to bear a mark on their right hand or forehead to engage in buying or selling. This unsettling revelation implies that a sinister force is at work, making preparations for a future global ruler. The rise of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, is a notable development that aligns with the ominous prophecies of Revelation. As Revelation 13 warns, he causes all to receive a mark. CBDCs, introduced by various nations, serve as a means to monitor and control citizens' financial activities. As one expert states, it's introduced to have complete control over the people living in a specific nation. This mirrors the control the Antichrist is expected to exert over the world's population. Nigeria's implementation of digital currency. Nigeria's recent launch of its digital currency, the Naira, is a clear example of how CBDCs are becoming an integral part of the global financial landscape. President Muhammadu Buhari believes that the Naira will bring opportunities for the country's economy and its citizens. However, this new currency comes with changes that echo the book of Revelation. People are being urged to transition from old Naira notes to digital currency, which commercial banks actively encourage. This shift raises concerns among citizens, particularly business owners, who face limitations in their financial transactions. As one citizen expressed, 3,000 cannot go a very long way for a business owner. This move towards a cashless society, as observed in Nigeria, aligns with the idea of controlling transactions, reminiscent of the Antichrist's rule. So, the Nigerian government's implementation of digital currency, as seen in the Naira, has stirred resistance among the Nigerian people. To facilitate the acceptance of this new currency, the government resorted to a drastic measure, restricting the amount of cash individuals could withdraw daily. This move led to bank runs and left the citizens in a precarious financial situation, forcing them to embrace digital currency out of sheer necessity. This tactic demonstrates the government's determination to transition the population into a cashless society and highlights the potential for resistance and challenges in adopting digital currencies. It's essential to recognize that similar developments occur in Western countries, including the United States. The Federal Reserve is set to introduce FedNow, a new payment rail designed for banking institutions. These banks will, in turn, offer Fed capabilities to their customers, encompassing consumers, small businesses, enterprises, and even governments. China's response to digital currencies. The same is happening in China, but its approach to digital currencies has been both proactive and controlling. Beijing's decision to prohibit banks and payment companies from offering Bitcoin-related services sent shockwaves through the cryptocurrency market. Many were surprised, but this move was part of China's ongoing strategy to regulate the use of digital currencies. The Chinese government, historically wary of cryptocurrencies, sees them as a potential threat to its financial stability. In response, they have sought to maintain strict control over digital currencies to prevent any potential financial chaos. Governments and global elites' investment in digital currencies. Governments and regulatory bodies across the globe have closely monitored the rise of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. As the cryptocurrency market gained prominence, there has been growing interest from governments, tax authorities, regulators, and global elites in the potential uses of digital currencies. They have begun exploring ways to harness the power of cryptocurrencies or create their own versions to further their interests. This shift marks a significant transition in the way governments perceive and utilize digital currencies for their own advantage. Rather than attempting to destroy cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, governments and agencies have realized the challenges in eradicating them. As a result, they are increasingly looking to adapt and integrate these digital financial systems into their own frameworks. This strategy aligns with the age-old adage, If you can't beat them, join them. Governments are seeking to ensure that no financial system, especially one as powerful as digital currencies, remains beyond their control. This shift has deep implications and echoes the prophecy in Revelation chapter 13, verse 17, which foresees a time when no one can buy or sell without the mark of the beast, signifying control over economic transactions. Persecution of Christianity. Satan's preparation for the Antichrist takes various forms, and one of them is the persecution of Christianity. According to biblical prophecy, the Antichrist will engage in a relentless battle against Christians, involving persecution and even executions. This persecution of Christianity is expected to become a global phenomenon, as witnessed by the earlier reference to the widespread persecution of Christians today. Christianity ranks as one of the most persecuted religions in the world, and this ongoing persecution serves as a disturbing indication of the world's readiness for the Antichrist's reign. Fulfillment of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 4, and Matthew chapter 24, verse 9. The Bible contains prophecies that describe the persecution of Christians as a precursor to the Antichrist's rule. Revelation chapter 20, verse 4 depicts those who were martyred for their faith, refused to worship the beast or receive its mark, and are promised to come to life and reign with Christ for 1,000 years. This prophecy aligns with the words of Jesus in Matthew chapter 24, verse 9, where he foretells the persecution and hatred Christians will face from all nations. The increasing hostility towards Christians in contemporary society is a concerning indication that these prophecies are coming to pass. Moreover, the biblical prophecy, as outlined in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4, portrays the Antichrist as one who opposes and exalts himself against all other objects of worship, even proclaiming himself to be God. This self-exaltation is a fundamental aspect of the Antichrist's character, and he will exert control over the world through deception. The current global landscape and the acceptance of certain ideologies hint at a slow and gradual build-up toward the eventual rise of the Antichrist. Another notable sign of Satan's preparation for the Antichrist is the fulfillment of biblical prophecies related to Jerusalem. The Bible indicates that Jerusalem will be surrounded by armies, a sign that the end times are approaching. While these events have not reached their climax, the mere presence of mounting geopolitical tensions in the region, particularly around Jerusalem, aligns with these prophecies and underscores the notion that the world is moving closer to fulfilling apocalyptic events. Prophecy of Jerusalem's desolation. In Luke chapter 21, verse 20, Jesus foretells that when Jerusalem is surrounded by armies, its desolation is near. This sign of desolation is echoed in Daniel chapter 11, verse 40, which describes a conflict at the time of the end, where nations, symbolized as the king of the south and the king of the north, descend upon Jerusalem with a formidable force. This ominous prophecy is closely associated with the Battle of Armageddon, a pivotal event in the end times. A striking parallel to these biblical prophecies can be observed in contemporary geopolitics. Israel, and by extension Jerusalem, is a focal point of regional and international tensions. The presence of armies, conflicts, and nations wanting to assert control over this region aligns with the prophetic vision of Jerusalem's encirclement. It is a potent sign that the world is progressing toward fulfilling these ancient prophecies. The emergence of a one-world order and religion. One-world government and religion. Another aspect of Satan's preparation for the Antichrist is the push for a one-world order and a one-world religion. This global initiative is gaining traction, and it plays a crucial role in setting the stage for the Antichrist's rule. Prominent figures, such as Klaus Schwab, the chairman of the World Economic Forum, have championed the idea of a one-world government. They are actively advocating for its implementation, emphasizing its potential benefits. The idea of a one-world government and religion resonates with the prophecy in Revelation 13, which foretells a time when no one can buy or sell without having the mark. This concept signifies a worldwide control over economic systems and governance. As influential individuals and world leaders promote the notion of a single global authority, it becomes evident that a gradual process is underway to prepare the world for the Antichrist. The alignment with biblical prophecies underscores the significance of these developments in the context of the end times. Faith in God's ultimate power. Despite the unsettling signs of preparation for the Antichrist, believers are encouraged to maintain faith in God's ultimate power and sovereignty. It is essential to remember that no earthly power, regardless of its scope, can surpass God's authority. Those who endure the challenges and hardships of the end times with unwavering faith are promised eternal bliss and the glory of heaven. What do you think of the prophecies? Comment below and subscribe for more.